Here's how I want you to think about your online life or your digital life. Life number two. It's just like living in New York City. What do I mean? Let me to explain. Thank you for finding me. I work behind the screen as a cybersecurity engineer and researcher. But here, I want to keep IT security simple. Being online is like living in New York City. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, maybe you live there. Maybe you've traveled there. Maybe you've never been there, but you've watched a movie or five that takes place in New York City. You have a little bit of an idea of what it's like. Number one, it's the city that never sleeps. So is being online. So is being on the internet. Number two, in one city block, you have apartment buildings, you have co ops, you may even have a townhome or a few. And then you have shops, you have restaurants, you have stores, you have a bank, maybe you have a church, maybe just maybe you have a bar or a restaurant or several, depending on what street you're on. This is exactly what being online is like. Even when you are asleep and your phone you think is asleep, it is still connected to Wi Fi or to your phone's network. It's always online. This is how, when I talk about 24 by 7, 365, if your devices are on and if they are connected, not in airplane mode, they are online. I really want you to understand this. Just like the city that never sleeps, your devices may never sleep. Okay. Now, back to the example I was mentioning, one New York City block. In one block, in anywhere in New York City, maybe sometimes you get just residential areas, but most you have the bodega at least on the corner. You have maybe a bar or a restaurant or a cute little shop that maybe consigns clothes, or is that shop that you like to buy your favorite shoes. Also, there may be in that same block things that you don't really want to go into or see. Again, this is what it's like being online. Being online can combine having a gaming store with a playground where kids literally play, and then just your average adult entertainment store. What I'm trying to explain and paint the picture for you is this is what goes on behind the screen. And I bet if you take out just your phone right now, just your phone, just take it out, through all the different apps that you have, all of those apps could easily be maybe one or a few different New York City blocks. You may be someone who absolutely loves New York City, and you may be someone who absolutely is scared and knows you will never live in New York. Either way, it doesn't matter. I want you to approach your online security just like if you were living in New York City. New York, you need other precautions unlike other cities. I've been fortunate to live in the San Francisco Bay Area and Los Angeles, in addition to New York City. And I can tell you firsthand, yeah, New York comes with a few different safety precautions. And one way that you know that you're living in New York City is by walking into an apartment. An average apartment, you probably have two different keys to get into just the door, maybe two different entryways, or maybe a doorman, as I like to call your password manager, right? And then when you get into the apartment, you notice there may be three locks, if not even more, and a door chain. This is what you need to think about with your online security. One precaution is not going to be good enough alone. You need to look at multiple different locks into especially what is your prized accounts, your banking information, your health information, maybe your school information, work information. You need to have more than one lock on the door to really protect your digital life in those different places. Also, about walking around New York City, right? Maybe you feel perfectly fine. You don't feel like you need anything to keep on you. Or maybe you do feel that you need extra protection. Again, this is what it's like being online. Trying to give you an example behind the screen to give you a little bit more of a visualization why myself and other cybersecurity professionals constantly tell you these things. Oh, you need a password manager. Oh, you need MFA. This is the picture to help you understand why. I hope this video was useful. I really appreciate you finding me, and I will see you on the next video.